Hi, this is Luke for Production Expert, and this is 3 ways to control the level and shape the sound of vocals using 2 compressors. Here I have a well-sung, well-recorded vocal, but it's a little bit jumpy, and it could also do with a little bit of compression and gloss as well. The first way is to use manual compression, aka fader rides, into a channel compressor. So I'm riding the level of my vocal in the pink vocal track and I'm compressing that in the green aux channel next to it. This is without and with.
Did you have to pay that fine? You was dodging all the time, or you still dizzy? Did you have to pay that fine? You was dodging all the time, or you still dizzy?
So this only works if I do my fader rides into a second channel with the compressor across it. And this particular channel compressor also has a really useful auto makeup gain with configurable offset, which means that I can tweak the threshold to get the effects that I want without having to juggle the makeup gain as well.
Did you have to pay that fine? You was dodging all the time, or you still dizzy? Did you have to pay that fine? You was dodging all the time, or you still dizzy?
The second way is to use 2 channel compressors, and this time the signal first hits a faster compressor to catch the peaks, and then it goes into a slower one to meld the results. This is without and with.
Did you have to pay that fine? You was dodging all the time, or you still dizzy? Did you have to pay that fine? You was dodging all the time, or you still dizzy?
Now the classic technique is to use a FET compressor into an opto compressor, but you can of course use any compressor that you like. I'm using Solid State Logic's Channel Strip 2 channel compressor simply because it has this fast attack button. And for my LA2A sound, I'm using an appropriate preset using McDSP Compressor Bank, and this gives me that little flick in the tail that I need for the authenticity.
Did you have to pay that fine? You was dodging all the time, or you still dizzy? Did you have to pay that fine? You was dodging all the time, or you still dizzy?
And the third way I'm using is to use one tool for both control and creative shaping. And this particular one, PowerAir, has a loudness calibrated leveler into its own special adaptive compressor. This is without and with.
Did you have to pay that fine? You was dodging all the time, or you still dizzy? Did you have to pay that fine? You was dodging all the time, or you still dizzy?
The leveler section to the left of this particular tool has a gain range, which is really useful because you can adjust the amount of swing that your virtual finger on the fader has. And it also has an integration time as well, which is also very useful for replicating the humanistic effects of somebody with their finger on the fader. Its adaptive comp feature helps hold the sound together regardless of the size of the signal coming in, but also the punch control is really useful for creative shaping.
Did you have to pay that fine? You was dodging all the time, or you still dizzy? Did you have to pay that fine? You was dodging all the time, or you still dizzy?
So that is 3 ways to control the level and shape the sound of vocals using 2 compressors. To find out more about this technique and to read our full article, head over to the Production Expert blog.